I've been on my YouTube journey for the last 4 months, and a lot for me has changed. Now, my viewer rates are pretty much the same, but as far as personal growth, I have changed significantly. In this video, I kind of want to share with you as a new creator what this means for me and why I think you should get into this, even if you really don't get any views. You're going to get a lot of me just thinking, and part of what I love about YouTube, it's made me focus on my thoughts. I used to be in this consumer mindset where I would just watch. I love YouTube, but I would binge watch long form videos for hours and nothing about my life would always change. It would just kind of be entertainment. So now when I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm looking at it as the sense of a creator. As I'm reading books, and I'm reading more now actually, I'm reading it from a different mindset. I'm reading it from how can I use this to serve others? So it's helped me create. It's helped me really change how I view anything. I was watching Mr. Deeds a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, this is actually a really good movie. And like, how could I use this in one of my upcoming videos? Because it speaks to joy and it speaks to like financial minimalism, like all these great things. So like, you just think about life differently when you're in the creator mindset. You're not just thinking from the sense of, okay, well, actually, you're probably not thinking if you're in a consumer mindset. You're just watching. You're just having the emotional reactions that the videos want you to have. And that actually is distracting. That doesn't get me any closer to my goals. I honestly don't think it helps anyone get closer to their goals besides the person creating it, unless it really has this visceral reaction for you, unless it's that provocative that it does make you want to act. But by and large, when we're stuck in just the entertainment mindset, then we don't change. Like, don't get me wrong, there are times when we all need to have that moment of escapism and just kind of get into something different. Or that moment when we just need a laugh, right? Or when we want to cry and watch something. Like, there's these opportunities to do that, and it's beautiful that art can do that. But why be the one who only consumes the art? Why not also create it? So being a consumer is not going to get you anywhere that you want to get long term if that's all you're doing. Think, how can you help you create? How can you create more? How can you be a part of the creator community? And for some of us, that's like creating videos. Others, like, you're creating something with your hands, like whatever it is that you're doing, you're creating. So yeah, I encourage you to get into that. And if you are creating something with your hands, that could be your YouTube channel. And okay, not everyone maybe wants to have a YouTube channel, but I think you should. Because not only is it about creating something for yourself, and it's about creating something for others. Honestly, that's what my channel is about. My channel is about like really helping others. It's like about serving. One of my number one goals is to be a coach for others. And I coach people at work, but I want to take this bigger than that. Like, I want to reach more than the 100 and some odd people that I reach regularly at work. Honestly, I reach a lot of kids through it, so I reach like thousands of people. But I want to help change people's mindsets on how they view themselves. So that's part of my channel, is helping them take control over their lives. But in order for me to do that, I have to create. So if you're like this amazing woods craftsman, or you're fantastic at, I don't know, selling whatever, you should bring that to YouTube. If you just even have a different perspective, like there's this guy I started following just because he has a nice personality, and I'm interested to hear what he's going through, and sometimes I can relate to him. So when I watch his videos and he's posting daily, that's something that I can kind of get into. So yeah, you just never really know who you're creating for. And that's what makes this work so amazing, is that you don't know who you're going to reach. And this could be someone who does your exact trade. Like, like trades are important. Like, there's people who do all this upholstery work that's kind of dying out. but it shouldn't, right? Like, if you're doing something amazing and it's something that brings so much value to this world, it's something that's sustainable, show others. And then maybe there's someone who has that skill and they thought, maybe I shouldn't do this, and they see your video and they feel uplifted. Like, it's worth it for that. So like in the scheme of YouTube, on average, my videos are getting like 50, 60 views. But that may not seem like a lot, but when I listen to people like Alex Hormozy, he's like, hey, like, that's 50 people who are in front of you. Like, that's amazing. That's 50 people who are engaged with you. That's fantastic. It's one person who really needs to hear this, and they hear it. And that means a lot. So yeah, you don't know the power of your influence if you don't try to influence others in a positive way. So you got to put something out there. In addition to all of this, you're creating a legacy. Like, you're creating something that your family can go back to, that other people can change from this. So like, imagine if your grandparents had a YouTube channel, right? Imagine if your great grandparents had a YouTube channel. You'd be able to know so much more about how they live their lives. There would be so much more that you would learn about yourself through them. If you just kind of even knew what their voice sounded like, if you knew how they acted, if you knew some of the obstacles that they went through, you may realize that even though times have changed, there are certain things that have stayed exactly the same in the human condition. So yeah, I highly encourage you to start something, because this may be something that you benefit from today, and it helps you become more introspective. It helps you learn how to create. And it also helps you reach the upcoming generations, of which you may never see yourself, but they get a chance to see you. They get a chance to know you, and creating that legacy. Yeah, so I kind of touched on this one already, because I'm super excited, but it helps you become more introspective. It helps you think about how you're living life. What are the choices that we're making? How are we acting every day? Like, yeah, you just completely, you think about things differently. How can I share this with someone else? Like, this was something amazing for me. This changed me in this moment. How can I portray this in a way that I can actually relate this to someone else? What's the language I can use to convey this mind-altering moment? Like, yeah, you have to figure out a way to put it to words, how to explain to yourself so you can explain to someone else what you're going through changes a lot. And if you're like me and you go to therapy, it helps you build those tools as well. I don't have an ad for a therapist. I just really think that therapy is important, and it helps you a lot. And if you don't have a therapist, maybe you start off with just talking to yourself through your YouTube channel. And it might not get a lot of views, and maybe that's kind of even what you want. Maybe you just want a place to share your thoughts and to think for yourself and kind of go through all these different ideas. So yeah, if you're not sure if you should start a YouTube channel, if you're not sure that it'll take off, you're asking the wrong questions. One, just do it. Just start the YouTube channel and forget about the views for now. If they'll come, you keep being yourself and you keep showing up. If you want them, they'll come up to you. You just have to figure out a way to portray yourself. And if you want to grow just a little bit each day, I encourage you to join my journey. I'm working on resetting every day to be just a little bit better. I'm working on adapting a more frugal mindset so that way I can be more abundant in other ways. I'm also working on just resetting just how I view myself and how I view the world and view myself as a creator. You're an artist, you just may not know how to show it yet, so hop on YouTube. I'll see you here.